They feast on millions of insects, making the environment habitable. I can see why the Maya revered them. But Begoña and Daniela warn me that the bat populations are plummeting, and one of their biggest threats is human persecution. To understand why, I traveled to Tepoztlán to meet the World Authority on Bats, Dr. Rodrigo Medellín.
We are taking you into the realm of the one and only mating cave of the Mexican long-nosed bat.
To understand why, I traveled to Tepoztlán to meet the World Authority on Bats, Dr. Rodrigo Medellín.
We are taking you into the realm of the one and only mating cave of the Mexican long-nosed bat. We need to use infrared light all along. Be as little disturbance as you can be.
Feeding on nectar, the Mexican long-nosed bat is a migrating species closely tied to the seasonal flowering of plants. Due to recent climate changes, having no food source, many are starving to death.
2 or 3 times I have witnessed a very sad view, which is walking into the cave and finding the floor of the cave completely covered with the bones of baby bats.
As a result of modern myths and pop culture, bats have become synonymous with vampires and the devil. This has led to the vandalism and destruction of their caves.
Unfortunately, they are endangered because people destroy their caves, so the numbers have dropped heavily over the past years. There's 3 main ecosystem services or benefits that we get from bats. Pest control, seed dispersal, and the third service is pollination. Without bats, we wouldn't have any crop. Mexicans have a very tight link. The spirit that really designates part of our identity is connected to bats. You drank coffee or tea in the morning, you have a link to bats. You're eating your tortilla corn here, you have a link to bats. Or you're drinking your tequila, guess what? You have a drink to bats.
Species like the long-nosed bat travel from places like the Devil's Cave to Oaxaca to pollinate one of Mexico's most important crops, agave, the plant used to make tequila and mezcal. Mezcal is at the heart of the Oaxacan culture and economy. Agave shortages and a rise in demand for mezcal are posing a compounded threat to bats. Agaves must be harvested before they flower, leaving no food for the bats who rely on pollinating them. She harvests in a biodynamic manner, leaving a portion to be fertilized by bats, making her mezcal bat-friendly and supporting the symbiotic relationship between the animal and the plant.
No tenemos la idea de que el murciélago es algo malo o ave de mal agüero, hablando como en términos simbólicos, que además forma parte de una de las deidades más importantes que tuvimos, el murciélago representando el inframundo. Pero no este inframundo cristiano donde todo era malo, sino este inframundo que existe en nuestro interior y es el equilibrio, ¿no? Pero en términos ecológicos, en términos de naturaleza, forma parte de un ecosistema. En el caso de los agaves, quien realmente fecunda estas plantas son los murciélagos. El momento del día donde el polen es más fértil es por la noche. Hay una iniciativa que se conoce como Bat Friendly, que es una iniciativa que está haciendo como mucho hincapié en la necesidad de dejar que los agaves se reproduzcan por semilla. Con esto aseguramos la diversidad biológica y al mismo tiempo la propagación de la especie. Entonces es responsabilidad de todos conservar estas plantas, a los murciélagos porque son muy importantes en la diversidad biológica, cultural de nuestra comunidad.
Bat-friendly distilleries help shed light on the connection between bats and people. But what bats need the most is to be championed for what they are, unseen heroes.